Just starting my day, very spontaneous video, but worth doing. Just out of nowhere, this move that's happening on ADA on the daily chart, I just really want to cover it. I want to do an update on this move, especially when it comes to crypto right now. It's one of the only ones, especially in the top cryptos that are moving. So hit the subscribe and like on the way in. I'll make this brief. Let's jump into the video. So here we are in the weekly, and this is where it all starts. It's the weekly chart, the 20-week moving average in green. I don't know if you saw in October, I did this little forecast, 50 cent Cardano, end of October. I said, if it doesn't happen, I'll give away 1,000 ADA. I think people thought I was crazy. It didn't happen. But the reason, and I'm going to break down on the daily chart to illustrate exactly the reason I posted that. I was looking for a little bit of an earlier move for ADA. It didn't happen. But the reason why is because where we are on this weekly, where we have been, and I've been tracking this, you all have been tracking this with me, the 20-week moving average, consolidation below, post-Bitcoin halving. This is exactly where we were at this moment last cycle, below the 20-week moving average, post-Bitcoin halving, the consolidation just below. This time around, I want to point out, this narrative came out of nowhere, and I think it's going to help a lot. I think Cardano is going to do well in this bull cycle. I think it's going to do even better now. Bitcoin OS, they've been absolutely promoting the power of Cardano as it relates to Bitcoin. The integration, as you know, and this trustless bridge that is happening, the innovation that can take place, the liquidity that can happen from Bitcoin to Cardano is next level. So they just posted, this was yesterday, Cardano back to number 9. And what I want to point out, and then we're really going to dig into the daily charts. What I want to point out, if you go to like CoinGecko or something, you look at the top cryptos, you remove the stable coins, Tether, USDC, and Cardano's basically at number 7, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB, XRP, Dogecoin. I'm not going to count staked Ether, but Cardano. So sitting at number 10 here, but actually number 7 in terms of just the top cryptos, and entering Cardano season. So let's discuss this. We're going to talk about the pattern breakout that's happening. It's really a big reason I wanted to do the video. We'll talk about resistance. But what I want to show you first is I just showed you last cycle at this moment. We got this breakout to the upside, and it's beginning now. What I want to do is, instead of on the weekly, I wanted to break down exactly how many days from the exact Bitcoin halving date this move is happening. So to give you an idea, here's the Bitcoin halving back here, this yellow line, and we are 201 days. Right now we're 202, but in 201 days, meaning this move, this was ADA breaking that 20-week moving average. It took 201 days. Last cycle, it took 193 days for that move to happen. What I want to point out to you is look at what happened when it happened. Lots of consolidation, lots of dips, almost immediately. So I want that to be kind of foundational to this video. Swing high to swing low, 42%. Are you kidding me? Imagine getting all hype on this Cardano ADA move, this breakout, 80-some%, and then a drop of 42%, and a lot of consolidation thereafter, right? You can see on this daily chart. So yeah, these moves are the same. They're very similar, I should say. Right? This breakout here, but the dips and the consolidation that take place and that can take place, we have to be aware of. Now let's dig into the short term and talk about short-term price action. I said the video will be short, so we're gonna really end with this, but this is a very important piece of really the short term today even. So check this clip out. This was from 21 hours ago. We get the throwback, or the pullback in this case, and if we can see ADA break to the upside, that could be a busted pattern. So it's kind of like a fake out, meaning ADA looked like it was about to break to the downside to its target. It actually pulls back into the pattern and breaks to the upside instead. So right now we're getting just a textbook looking fake breakout, a textbook looking busted pattern, busted symmetrical triangle. So there's a symmetrical triangle, and it's just playing out very nicely. To give you an idea, 60 to 70 cents to the upside is the target. Now, with that will come and can come just throwbacks. So I want to be, and we just looked at it last cycle when we got a very similar move. you saw big dips, right? So I want to be very mindful of any consolidation. And at this point, what that could look like would be first, the throwback to the pattern itself. 20-day moving average is exactly right there, confluent. We talked about it as confluent resistance yesterday. Look at this separation. That's exactly what we want to see. We have a separation from that area currently of like 14%. If this can keep going today, it'd be phenomenal. I guess we'll see how crypto markets go in general. If we can get continued upward momentum, very good. But throwback wise, I'd always anticipate throwback. So that could be all the way back down into the 30s. That might surprise a lot of people. I'm not trying to spoil the party, but that just is what it is. We want to see the 20-week or the 20-day cross above the 50, and we just want to see ADA in general just start putting, it doesn't matter what the dips look like. It doesn't matter if they happen. We want to see it start putting higher highs and higher lows above those daily moving averages, right? So if you go back to last cycle and this move, just to give you an idea of what it looks like, crazy separation, and then boom, look, it's throwing back in between the 20 and the 50-day, and it's really just hanging out there, and we're getting higher highs and higher lows into the bull market. That's what I'm looking for. So the move is nice, but I'm very much in anticipation of dips along the way, because that's not only what ADA does, that's what crypto does in general. If we go to the weekly chart, I think the best way to get a target right now, especially the daily doesn't offer much structure in the very short term, is really this. This is the next boss, close to 47 cents. We can just call it 47 cents. The 50-week moving average right there, 47 cents. You go to the daily chart, we're looking at, ADA is like right below it, right? So on the daily, and I said there's not much structure because it's not. It's like just a few green candles. There's nothing else really going on. Obviously, we got the breakout of that trend line, but 47 cents on the daily, this is what it looks like. This is the 50-week moving average. That's the next big area of resistance. I'd be very curious to see. I'd be pretty happy to see if ADA can make the move today before actually even getting a throwback now. If it can actually get a little bit higher, even wick through it a little bit, and then if there's resistance, that would be fine too. These things take time. I know we all want just boom, 70-cent target, hit, done, it's over this week. But we have to be patient for these moves. And I think it's just so good to go back to the last cycle at this moment, almost to the day, and get really good clarity on what we could anticipate. And just notice this. This is in November. This was happening. We're in November, 4 years later. Crazy how no matter what crypto you're really looking at, the cycles offer such consistent data and really help us kind of as a roadmap. No guarantees, obviously, that history will repeat, but always helpful in terms of trying to get some perspective. So these are my thoughts on ADA right now as it's making a little bit of a move. Wanted to put it out there. I hope you're having a good start to your day. Please hit the subscribe, turn notifications on. Getting ready for that bull, everybody. We're going to be covering Bitcoin, bunch of different cryptos, probably mainly Cardano and Dog, and crypto news as well. So appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.